Fast and Furious Presents, Hobbs und Shaw, 2019. The story begins with former MI6 agent Hattie Shaw infiltrating a high-security lab in London to stop the spread of a deadly programmable virus called Snowflake. The mission collapses when Brixton Lore, a cybernetically enhanced terrorist working for Etion, attacks the team with superhuman strength and speed. Hattie injects the virus into herself to keep it from Brixton. Meanwhile, Luke Hobbs, a loyal DSS agent in America, and Deckard Shaw, a former British assassin, continue their lives separately, both haunted by unfinished business and personal pride. Brixton frames Hattie for the deaths of her fellow agents, turning the world against her. Hobbs is assigned to capture Hattie, while Deckard learns his sister is accused of treason. Their paths collide in London, where old rivalries resurface through brutal fights and sharp insults. Forced into a reluctant alliance, Hobbs and Shaw discover the truth about Snowflake and Brixton's plan to wipe out millions. Despite their hatred for each other, they agree to work together, knowing Hattie's life and global safety depend on cooperation. The trio escape London after a chaotic chase involving motorcycles, trucks, and narrow city streets. Brixton hunts them relentlessly, showcasing his advanced implants and near invincibility. Hobbs and Shaw barely survive, realizing brute force alone will not defeat him. They uncover that Snowflake will activate in 72 hours, killing Hattie and releasing the virus. With no safe haven left, they decide to disappear from the grid. Hobbs suggests traveling to Samoa, his homeland, where family loyalty and tradition may provide the strength they need. Arriving in Samoa, Hobbs reunites with his estranged family, including his strong-willed mother and numerous brothers. The cultural setting contrasts sharply with their high-tech enemies. Hobbs confronts his past and admits his mistakes, regaining his family's trust. Shaw, initially uncomfortable, begins to respect the bond Hobbs shares with his people. Together, they prepare for war using traditional weapons, traps, and strategy. This moment highlights the theme of family, showing that unity and heritage can rival advanced technology. Etion tracks them to Samoa, sending Brixton and a heavily armed force to retrieve Snowflake. As night falls, Hobbs' family prepares the battlefield with ropes, spikes, and improvised defenses. Shaw and Hattie develop a plan to remove the virus safely, while Hobbs readies himself to face Brixton directly. The calm before the storm allows the characters to reflect on loyalty, redemption, and sacrifice. Hobbs and Shaw finally acknowledge mutual respect, realizing they fight for the same purpose. The battle erupts in explosive fashion as Etion's soldiers invade the island. Hobbs' family fights bravely using traditional methods against modern weapons. Shaw uses his tactical skills, while Hattie proves her strength beyond being a victim. Hobbs confronts Brixton in a raw physical showdown that tests his endurance. Despite teamwork, Brixton's enhancements give him the upper hand. The fight symbolizes humanity versus machines, emphasizing that technology without soul cannot fully replace human resilience and determination. Working together at last, Hobbs and Shaw combine their strengths to overpower Brixton. Using chains, vehicles, and sheer force, they push him beyond his limits. Brixton refuses to accept defeat, loyal to Etion's ideology of controlled evolution. In a final clash, Hobbs and Shaw tear Brixton's cybernetic core apart, killing him. The victory comes at great cost, but it proves that unity defeats division. The island stands victorious, and Hobbs' family celebrates survival and honor. With Brixton defeated, the focus shifts to saving Hattie. Shaw and Hobbs assist as Hattie undergoes a dangerous procedure to extract Snowflake before activation. Time runs out, tension rises, but teamwork prevails. The virus is neutralized, saving Hattie and preventing global catastrophe. This moment brings emotional relief and cements the bond between the characters. Shaw's concern for his sister and Hobbs' protective instincts reveal their shared values, despite their contrasting personalities. Authorities clear Hattie's name, restoring her reputation. Hobbs reconciles fully with his family, promising not to abandon them again. Shaw returns to his world with renewed purpose, no longer alone. The rivalry between Hobbs and Shaw transforms into a competitive friendship, filled with humor and mutual respect. They part ways, but their connection remains strong, hinting at future adventures. The film reinforces the idea that family is not just blood, but those who fight beside you. The movie ends with playful post-credit scenes, teasing unresolved threats and mysterious figures behind Etion. Hobbs returns to work, while Shaw continues his globe-trotting life, both changed by the experience. Hobbs and Shaw, 2019, blends action, comedy, and emotion, standing apart from the main Fast and Furious saga while honoring its core theme of family. Through explosive set pieces and character-driven moments, the film delivers a story about trust, redemption, and strength found in unity.